I pledge allegiance to the yay. Just when I thought 2020 couldn't get any weirder, we're now in the 7th month after everything that's transpired this year, and now we're in July where Kanye West is claiming that he's running for president 2020. Now, let's disregard the fact that it might be too fucking late. If his presidency is run anything like his album release schedule, we are definitely fucked. Let's pretend for 1 second that Kanye West is actually being serious right now and he's going to run for president. I think this is the first time that I can say I got one off to the first lady. Like, that's never happened before. The main criticism I think I've seen from this is people assuming that Kanye West is going to siphon voters from Biden that would have voted for Biden, that are young, and other white folks that claim to be liberals but are also boxing black people into voting for Kanye West off the premise that he might be black and a rapper. The biggest concern seems to be, Kanye siphoning votes from Biden. But upon more consideration, I think anyone who's an active voter that knows anything about politics, and again, I'm not claiming to be one of those people, wouldn't vote for Kanye West. The only people, in my opinion, that are excited about Kanye West running for president are the people that don't normally vote. In which case, those people weren't going to vote for Trump, and they weren't going to vote for Biden. They were going to be idle again. So even if they come out this time around to vote for Kanye West, for one, isn't going to win. And number two, it wouldn't impact Biden and it wouldn't impact Trump. No one in their right mind who takes voting seriously is going to vote for Kanye West, regardless of him making college dropout or late registration. It is impossible for Mr. West to win because, number one, I'm not pledging the allegiance to his song lyrics. None of us will be here without come. I'm not doing that. Second reason why he can't win is because people who do vote, and majority of those people that vote are older white folks. The most active people who vote in America aren't going to look at the views of a Kanye West and then look at the views of a Trump and take Kanye West over Trump. They'd rather another 4 years of Mr. Skin Cancer than deal with somebody from the West. And optics play a role in this. They might not want their first lady to be someone who they secretly got one off to while watching another black man slay her. That video was terrible. Funniest thing about all of this is the possibility of a Trump versus Kanye West 2020 debate. That would be the most entertaining thing I think I've ever seen in my entire lifetime, and I'm not kidding. Now, while I don't want that to happen, and I think both parties would embarrass themselves on a monumental level, the memes. While I do agree that people that have any political or social or financial awareness of themselves or what they would like their world to look like aren't going to vote for a Kanye West, what I think is most eye-opening is just how people look at Kanye West as a potential person to run for president. How terrible in a position do the optics have to be, and for the actual situation to be, for us to look at Trump and Biden and say, you know what, Kanye West ain't really that bad of a choice. I'm not talking about just from his fan base's perspective. He's a rapper, a writer, music producer, he's a fashion designer. The fact that people are this desperate for leadership that they would realistically vote for him, even if it were any vote, over someone who's been president for the past 4 years and over another person that might not even remember being vice president, speaks to the overall unprofessionalism of the presidency that we've had over the last 4 years. Kanye West, even if he admits to running for president, shouldn't even be an option for people who are non-voters. People should look at Kanye West right now and scoff at the idea that he's running. But the fact that our current society has been the way it's been and people are desperate for any kind of change is really concerning and eye-opening to me. Imagine Kanye West being president, appointing Pusha T as the Secretary of Defense, and then troops over in other countries marching, stomping, chanting the lyrics, "Today I thought about killing you." Premeditated murder. Kanye West as a person just seems more likable than a Donald Trump or a Joe Biden. So I guess people that don't have any activity in voting just assume that he will be a much better president because they like him more. Now, to give a little bit of truth to him actually running for president, he did say a couple years ago when asked that he'd be running in 2024. So Kanye West might genuinely believe that he can siphon votes away from Biden for Trump to win 2020 just so that he can run in 2024. This could be a part of some major, wild, diabolical scheme. We're not going to pretend like Trump's policies don't also benefit Kanye's bottom line. Kanye will benefit heavily from a Republican society. But in all honesty, what I think this is about is we getting a new Kanye West album soon. Last time we got a Kanye West album, he was on TMZ talking about black on black crime, which in hindsight looks a lot more like whack-ass performance art. He just dropped a single not long ago. He hopped on another single with Ty Dolla $ign, and he might be pushing, a release date soon. Don't act like he hasn't. His last tweet about running for president is almost at 1 million likes. I don't think that's a coincidence that we just got a single from him a couple days ago. Kanye screaming, "You ain't got the answers" to Trump in a political debate is the most entertaining thing in my head. I don't know why. Kanye getting up on stage, looking everybody in the eye, takes off one Yeezy, walks up to Trump and says, "I like some of the Trump policies, but what the fuck does he know about Jesus?" And while I scoff at the idea of Kanye West actually becoming president, I'm not going to act like people didn't scoff at the idea of Trump becoming president either. I'm just so lost. What I really need right now is Ja Rule's opinion. Despite all of his random outbursts over the past decade or so, though, I think the most strange thing about all of this is just how eerily consistent Kanye's been since he became Kanye. Looking back on a Kanye West, I don't know why I'm even shocked at this outcome. I don't know why. This just came in the mail. You mean to tell me the same dude who put Jesus on is about to become president? Bro, sign me up, bro. But I think, again, the strangest thing about this is, and I'm being serious right now, the strangest thing about this for me is just how the perception of politics is this negative that people are actually willing to accept the input or the potential running from a dude who has no experience in the field, a dude who's never claimed politician. Like, that perception of something that runs such an integral, or something that plays such an integral role in our lives, I think that's the thing that's most concerning to me, is that perception of something that's so important to all of us, that should be so important to all of us, is so negative that anyone can waltz in and be a preferable option than the two candidates that should be running. Even the one candidate shouldn't even be running, okay? He shouldn't even be there in the first place. Him being there is a joke to begin with. It's a joke. But this is how little respect they've gained and how little people trust them even after all these years. And I get why they don't have that trust, but it just goes to show you how fragmented and how broken and divided, America currently is. And the fact that someone like a Kanye West can so easily take advantage of that division for possible album promotion or even just self-promotion, that should not be that easy. It's that easy because it's Yeezy. I get it. Yeah, that's really all I got to say about this. I'm surprised that people think that Kanye West is actually going to run, and I'm also surprised that people think that Kanye West could actually impact the overall voting, because while I did feel, that's a little odd at first, I don't think it's going to do anything, even if he did win. But yeah, new album coming soon, God's Country. I think that's going to be dropping sooner than we know. We're going to get an announcement soon. Guarantee it. And that's all I got. And watch the remainder of 2020 be the biggest joke of all time. I'll see y'all in the next one, and I'm out. Peace.